Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where it's been a while. This is going to be, at this point, our third campaign. The first time through, we went through the story mode, and the second time through, we went through the career mode, with only Flashpoint installed. Since then, Urban Warfare and Heavy Metal have both come out. So let's just dive right into a new career mode. We're going to create a completely brand new one. We are going to have randomized starting mechs. Iron Man mode is going to be off, exclusively for the purpose that I've had issues with Iron Man mode corrupting save games in the past, and we're just not going to run with that for the purposes of this campaign. Under most circumstances, I would, and we're not going to be doing any save scumming or anything anyway, so we're essentially going to be playing as if Iron Man mode is on, but it's not going to for the purposes of keeping the save. Let's see, enemy force strength. We may want to bump that up to hard, though. What exactly does that do? You'll encounter heavier mechs. Okay, yeah, that would be a good thing. Otherwise, mech destruction, I think we're going to keep that off. I would prefer mechs still being able to be repaired, but it will take a very long time. Mech warrior progression on normal, salvage on normal, lethality, what exactly does that do? Mech warriors that are incapacitated will always be killed. No, I like that being random. I feel like that's a good thing. No rare salvage. I like rare salvage too. So we're just going to run basically standard here. Like, the default settings are this, right? So Iron Man is off exclusively for the purpose of having the save game actually function. And the enemy force strength is on hard. Because I don't want Iron Man mode to kill this particular playthrough because we just can't load the save anymore. That would be awkward. Now, if I lose the playthrough, that's a completely different story. That would be fine. But let's go ahead and start this. Fantastic. So the question now becomes, where exactly are we from? As far as the mech warrior goes, we're probably, just for the sake of time, going to leave it pretty much at the default, no matter what we get here. Let's hurry up and load. This is installed on my SSD, so it could take potentially a long time if it's not on your SSD. I highly recommend it being on your SSD. Here we go. Okay, so this is Yeti here. We're just going to go ahead and change this to Atraitus. There we go. Everything else, for the sake of time, we will leave basically on default. Is this randomized? Yeah, I mean, we are basically just... We're coming out of the Davians, right, from our MechWarrior 4 playthrough where we went the Davian route, so that's actually kind of perfect. Our family could go bankrupt, sure, and then we became a Solaris Gladiator. That sounds a lot like our BattleTech playthrough, or rather our MechWarrior playthrough. Sounds good. So that gives us +1 tactics, +1 guts, and +1 gunnery. That's really not bad. Okay. A mercenary's career. You have everything an industrious mercenary commander could want. A crew of talented misfits, a lance of ancient battle mechs, and a derelict cargo ship to call home. It's one thing to finish a mission in one piece, more or less, but it's another to keep your mech warriors happy and healthy, your mechs patched up and ready for action, and your balance sheet firmly in the black. As the rumors of another war of succession intensify, the Mercenary Review Board announces new evaluation protocols to assess the mercenary companies of the periphery. With a score. Excellent. So, we are at least going to go until when we get scored, but we may go beyond that. I don't know. That does take a while to play 1200 days, so we'll see. Now, we do have random starting mechs, so let's see what we've got. Now, we've got a pretty stock Blackjack here. An Enforcer, this is actually pretty nice. 720 armor on this thing with an AC-10 and a large laser, and a small laser for getting in close. I don't hate this. That's a pretty good mech. Commando for running around and sniping. In fact, we've got 2. And then we've got an urban mech for when we need to be a turret, I guess. Okay, well, we're going to leave these as is right now. Let's see what we've got for mech warriors. We have got Crackshot, Mothership, Shudder, and Tranquility. All of these, actually, Mothership is pretty decent piloting and guts.
I'm ready.
Okay, and we can actually put in a point of, actually, a couple points. We could put in up to 2. I'm going to grab a point of gunnery and a point of guts. There we go. Because we can't die, right? So we want to be in the front lines whenever possible. So that'll be perfectly fine. And of course, the ship is not in the slightest upgraded. So that's going to be fun. Do we want to get an upgrade started already? I mean, some of these are pretty cheap, right? Like 90,000. Let's go ahead and repair power conduits immediately. That'll unlock future upgrades, which will be very important to us, ultimately. And let's take a look at what contracts are currently available. I see that Comstar has a similar level of upload speed that I do. That's always a good thing to see. That's a good, solid amount to pay for a half-skull mission. It's an assassinate mission. Interesting. This is a lot of pay. Now this is pretty dangerous for us, 2.5 skull capture base. So we're probably not going to do that just yet. This is a recovery mission. Not much pay here. The Capellans are the ones offering us this. That's nice. What is the op4 here? The op4 is the Capellans. Okay, fair enough. The Merricks are offering us to ambush a convoy. That's something we might do. But I think we've got... I think we'll start with this one. 272,800 max pay. Max salvage of 3 as well. So it's better max pay and max salvage than this mission. And it's still only half a skull. Battle in the Highlands. So let's go ahead and negotiate this. I think we'll leave this basically where we are. We could use both money and salvage at this point, so leaving this balance would be fine. I don't know how the Capellan Confederation is going to be losing opinion on us because we're training with a planetary government, but okay, whatever. We're gonna do it. Oh, okay. So we have to bring these guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and bring our Enforcer, but I think... we're not going to bring ourselves in it. Actually, we will. We will bring ourselves in it. Just because the gunnery is so much stronger. Double the gunnery of everyone else. I think that'll be fine. So let's do this. As soon as the loading screen loads, we can go through the briefing. There we go. Okay, so we need to destroy the enemy lance and keep trainees alive. We're trying to build a local defense force of mech warriors here on Arn. Our pilots are inexperienced and untested, and we'd like you to help us train them. We've picked up a troubling signal which may represent hostile activity. Oh, okay. Which seems like a good opportunity to send our new defense force out to handle it. Can you bring along an experienced mech warrior and mech to help them out of trouble? Yes, we can. And Darius says, I can only imagine what kind of junk heaps these locals are going to be piloting. Bring along something tough, Commander. Well, we brought our Enforcer, which is our best mech, so it should be fine. So they're going to be fighting the Capellans, so that actually makes sense with the reputation then. Let's go ahead and launch this. We've got Guano, Stubble, Burger Time, and ourselves. Alright, you maggots, fall in and let's go find those tangos. What the? Who even talks like that? Zip it, Meyer. Commander, we're tracking a single Capellan lance here. You hear that, people? We're gonna rip these guys a new one. Hell yes. Christ, have fun, Commander. I'll be on station. Meet me here when you're ready to leave. Let's move out. Wow, these guys are very gung-ho. Okay, so we've got a lance over here. We've got some cover here. Overall, this looks not awful.
On my way.
Realistically, we'll move everybody up this direction and see if we can make contact. Okay, no contact just yet. We'll hop into these trees.
On my way.
Oh, we're going to have visuals here.
Moving
That's
out.
nice. We'll hop into trees over here. We've got some decent evasive pips. An urban mech. Okay, 240 armor. Gonna fire on our commando and do no damage. I'm okay with this. Okay, so our commando has 4 evasive pips right now.
Orders?
Our urban mech does not. I'm gonna fire on their urban mech. Odds to hit are only 50%. Why is the odds to hit so low at this range? Long range, target size. Okay, fair enough. We'll move in a little closer then if we can. Let's see, we could move out of cover. We could move into here. That wouldn't quite get us to where we want to be. Alternately, we could jump into this cover, and that's ideal. There we go. We'll just jump straight there, and fire our AC-10 with an additional 20% chance to hit.
Locking on
Still
target.
missed. Unfortunate. We did get some evasive pips out of the deal, though.
Damage.
So actually, all friendly mechs have to survive. That's interesting.
Standing by.
Let's see. Our Panther's got the PPC. Let's just move here. And we're going to keep rolling these relatively low chances to hit on this urban mech. Oof. Okay, fair enough.
That's a miss.
What else do we got? Well, we've got our commando here.
Hey there.
And we can potentially move our commando somewhere. I don't want to lose these evasive pips. We're not going to get 4 evasive pips any way we slice it. Can we get 3 and still fire on him? No? 2 is the best we've got? Okay.
Coordinates received.
Well, I'm also going to fire the SRMs because I want to hit him with something.
Giving them everything I've got.
Okay. Is that where the AC-10 is? That's where the AC-10 ammo is. Now, we don't have the resolve for a called shot yet, unfortunately, but I'm going to move the Enforcer in. And we're going to fire on this guy. We have solid chances to hit.
Engaging target.
Very nice.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay, so the Irby is going to move up over here and fire on our Enforcer. That's okay. We've still got armor in that arm. Now, I'm going to use our Urban Mech and fire on their Urban Mech. This is mostly to remove the evasive pip for future mechs to fire at it.
Engaging target.
Fair enough. These guys are very, very bad at being mech warriors, but that is kind of to be expected. We're going to move the commando back over here,
Confirm.
and we're just going to do as much as we can to this guy. This is actually going to do a lot.
Aye,
AC-10 crit. That is really, really
I
good.
think I hit something good.
If only we had destroyed the AC-10, that would have been ideal. Our mechs are also a bit damaged. We're going to move the Panther up over here for an evasive pip.
Firing on
Fire that PPC. Nice.
Oh, I like that.
That's that AC-10 dead. That is really good. That also means that we get a free called shot here. Do we even fire our AC-10? I feel like we do.
Engaging target.
Okay. There we go. How was that a lance? There was one urban mech.
Enemy mech destroyed.
We are such badasses. Okay, so you just seriously bad something anyway, right, Sumirai? They are bad
Mission
at something.
successful.
I'll give them that one. 100%. Well, that was interesting. We're not going to get much for salvage, are we? Like, a small laser and an urban mech part. Yay! Okay. Fair enough. I mean, the small laser will come in handy. The urban mech part, maybe less so. So that's going to be exciting. We should probably go ahead and put in some XP if we've got any. I don't know that we got enough. No, only 500 XP. Okay, fair enough. Well, that also wasn't a very big risk for not a very big reward. However, it is time to put in the first cut of this particular series, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.